Fisherman's rib stitch in flat. Doesn't it look like one color brioche knit? But this is Fisherman rib stitch. It's not the brioche knit. Much easier than brioche, but looks like a brioche. Okay, so it's 1x1 ribbon. So right side, wrong side, same. Very stretchy and thick. You can knit, scarf, sweater, and use for the neck and wrist rib. Let's move on. Cast on. Even number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. As long as even number, any number you want. This is just a sample knit, so I made 16 cast on. And this is flat knitting. So you go back and forth, right side and wrong side. And in next video, I'm going to show you how to knit in round. Anyway, I just finished cast on 16. And first and last stitch, just for the clear edge. And I don't include those 2 stitch in the pattern, okay? So row number 1, wrong side. This is pretty much preparation row. Slip 1 for the clear edge and all knit until last 1 stitch. And last 1 stitch is purl. Again, the pattern is only within those 2 stitch. You know what I'm saying? So knit until the last one, and for the clear edge, you have to make purl at the end. Okay? And I just turn. Obviously, I knit in first row, so the wrong side looks like a purl. Okay? And this is what you have to do. First, slip 1 knitwise and knit in previous stitch. So can you see the hole down the purl tab? That's the previous stitch. So I am going to knit 1 stitch into the previous stitch. Okay? So knit 1 there, then purl 1. And you just have to repeat. With some bracket, you have to repeat. Again, underneath of the tab, there is the hole. There you go. That's the previous stitch. And you knit 1 there. Then purl. Repeat, knit down there, and purl. That's it. This is row number 2. It's kind of the, well, it is preparation row. Okay, so knit in previous stitch and purl. And after this, you don't do purl anymore, but still 1x1 ribbon. Okay, so purl, and again for edge, purl at the end. Then turn. Row number 3. And after this, you have to repeat row number 3 until you finish. Okay? So this is a little bit tricky because this is just a beginning. So sometimes people get confused, but I'll show you everything. Okay? So first, slip 1 stitch knitwise, and looks like knitting stitch right here, right? So you have to knit in previous stitch, just like before. Okay, so knit in the previous stitch. Then next, it's not the purl. Can you see there's a big fat tub there for kind of pearl. There's two tub. Okay, don't ask me why now. Okay, so if you see two tub like that, knit regular way. So knit one. And next one, no tub. So knit in the previous stitch. And now there's two tub again, chubby, pearl tub. So you will knit regular way. So just like a garter stitch type. And next, knit in previous stitch, and you just repeat. Okay? And this is quite easy because looks like, knitting stitch and purl stitch. However, you realize I'm doing only knit, which means in next row, there are all purl tub. So now you have to kind of think. Okay? Can you see? Okay, so look at that. All purl tub. So what am I supposed to do? I'll show you. There is tub on every stitch, but there's one tub and two tub. When I knit one in previous stitch, in previous row, the back side will be two tubs. Okay, so slide one knitwise, and this is actually one tub. So you knit in previous stitch, and next one is two tub. So knit regular. Okay, one. So previous stitch, and next is two. So knit, and you just repeat. And you don't really have to think about that too much because you just have to follow my written instruction. But sometimes, you have to stop, and when you come back, you don't even know where you are. So if you remember this, you know which stitch it will be. So I'll show you one more time, so don't worry about it, and purl at the end. So turn around and then slide one knitwise, and you just have to follow my written instruction. Knit one in previous stitch and knit one regularly, okay, and knit in the previous because there's only one tub, okay, and knit just the regular way, and you just have to repeat. Repeat row number 3 until your desired length. And if you start knitting longer and longer, it's gonna be much easier. And I give you the tip why I said that. Okay, so tip number 1. Okay, now you can see the difference, right? Even though you're knitting only knit stitch, you clearly see knit stitch and kind of purl stitch, like, the brioche, right? So when you're knitting the knitting stitch line, okay, you knit in previous stitch. So next stitch is knitting stitch line, right? So you knit in previous stitch. And next is kind of purl line. So just knit regular way, like, garter stitch. That's it. Okay, easy, right? So first, it's kind of tough to see, but when you knit longer, much easier. And now, I want to warn you one thing, okay? When you knit in previous stitch, because of there's a tab, sometimes it's hard to see which one. And then when you see bigger hole, you kind of, get confused and put the needle 2 stitch down. Then you're going to ruin. So make sure you put the needle right underneath of the tub. Okay? Do not put the needle in second stitch down. That's about it. Enjoy knitting and don't forget to subscribe and smash the good button. Bye for now.